Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining me for another office hours training. I am Crystal L. Gunn, your financial strategist and life insurance agent. Part of my job as that strategist is to bring information to you, information that you didn't know about, information that you didn't think about, all in an effort to have you realize and have some aha moments, right? Some self-discovery moments. I help you to see what no longer serves you so that you can release all of that. My main function is to help you heal and redefine your personal financial relationship or your strong business base. All of this helps with the breakthroughs. That's where you start to shift. That's where the magic happens. I am thrilled to be a part of that magic. And so all of August was dedicated to life insurance, and September is Life Insurance Awareness Month. And all of this month has been dedicated to life insurance as well, because it's so very important, right? And the first 2 weeks in August was all about the misconceptions of life insurance. There are a ton of them. Go back and watch those episodes so that you can see which misconceptions you had, so that you can move past those misconceptions and use this very powerful tool. The rest of the rest of August and part of September was all about reasons to have and ways to use life insurance. And I want to spend the rest of September talking about things to consider when it comes to life insurance and when we're working to fill any of the coverage gaps that you may have, right? And so the next item I want you to consider is the cash value component, that cash value component of permanent life insurance. So one of the defining features of permanent life insurance, such as whole life or universal life, is the cash value component, which grows over time and can serve as a financial resource during your lifetime. So unlike term insurance, which only provides a death benefit if you pass away within that allotted term, permanent policies accumulate cash value through a portion of your premium payments. This cash value grows tax deferred, meaning you don't have to pay taxes on the growth as long as it remains within the policy. How does that cash value grow? The cash value increases based on the type of policy you have. For example, with a whole life policy, the cash value grows at a guaranteed rate, while with a universal life policy, the growth may be tied to an interest rate or market performance, such as an index. So over time, this cash value can become a sizable asset, which can be used for various financial needs. If you have a whole life policy with a cash value that grows at, let's just say 3% annually over 10 to 20 to 30 years, you can accumulate into a substantial sum that you can tap into later in life, right? The thing that I love about this, which I'm going to talk about a little later, is how you get to be able to use the cash value that's growing in that policy. So one of those ways is you can borrow against the cash value. So that's a really cool feature because you can borrow against it. You can borrow against that cash value. Yep, it is your cash value, but you can borrow against it. And this can be particularly useful in emergencies for purchases or supplement income during retirement. When you borrow against the cash value, you don't need to go through a credit check or meet approval requirements. Why? Because it's your cash value. However, any unpaid loans at the time of your death will reduce the death benefit your beneficiaries receive, right? So if you accumulate 50 grand in your cash value and the funds needed for an medical emergency, you can borrow $20,000 from your policy without tapping into other savings or taking on high interest debt. Now, you also can use cash value for investments or retirement. And so many people use the cash value from their permanent life insurance policy to supplement retirement income or to make investments. So you can withdraw or borrow against the cash value to pay for travel, home improvements, or other retirement related expense. Keep in mind that withdrawing too much from your cash value can reduce the policy's death benefit, or can even cause the policy to lapse if not managed carefully. So um, when I'm talking to clients and I'm asking what they're doing for retirement, right? Or, I talked to somebody the other day and I said, and she was, or she is, like in her mid 40s. I said, well, how much do you have in your 401k? She has a 401k and she said $30,000. Now she's borrowed against her 401k or pulled money from her 401k oftentimes over the years, which is why her balance is so low. Well, now part of what we're doing, yes, we were talking about life insurance, but we her call came because of one thing, but as I start asking questions, we realized we needed to not just look at death benefit options. There needed to be other things working towards her retirement. So you might choose to access the accumulated cash value in your life insurance policy to fund your retirement. Okay, I want to pull out 2,500 extra dollars, a month, um, in order to maintain the lifestyle that you live now, that you're working, so that you're not solely dependent upon that 401k or IRAs that you have. And in a lot of instances today, I've seen tons and they just don't have enough, right? So the cash value really and truly is a powerful financial tool for long-term planning, but it does require careful management. Understanding how the cash flow value grows and how you can use it effectively can give you a greater financial flexibility and security during your lifetime. However, it is essential to consider the long-term implications, as borrowing too much or again letting the policy lapse could impact your beneficiaries and the overall value of your life insurance. So as we talk about in our in our life insurance consultations, I'm asking about all of these things so that we know as we're building the strategy specifically for you, because remember, it's not a cookie cutter thing. What works for you is not going to be the thing that works for somebody else. So understanding that discussion and how the cash value in permanent life insurance can play that crucial role in both short-term financial needs and long-term retirement planning. It is a powerful tool and it is a versatile tool that, when used wisely, because we have a plan, because we've created a strategy, it can provide financial flexibility and support during your life while securing a death benefit and passing down some generational wealth to your loved ones. Okay. So do me a favor. Think about the following: your current savings balance. What does that look like? Your current retirement balance, 401k, if you have one with work, a IRA that you started yourself, be it Roth or traditional. Do you have enough to retire from today at whatever age that you want to retire? Is there enough in there? And then let's say you don't want to retire for another 10 years. Based on what you have now and based on these 10 years, will you be able to accumulate enough for retirement? What type of future life events do you believe will happen in your immediate family that may require a large sum of money? College tuition, giving your kids a down payment for a house, right? Um, Daughters getting married, or son, and you want to contribute to the cost of that wedding, right? Can we use that cash value in that life insurance policy and pull that out in order to be able to do so? Let's talk about it. Remember, life insurance is a necessity and it is a great, great tool, right? It's a necessity for nothing else other than that benefit, but it's a great tool that can be used for so much more than that. And so when I talk about getting your financial house in order, life insurance is part of that. Leaving your loved ones without your income, trying to figure out how to pay your funeral, even you trying to figure out how you're going to retire, whether or not, I, I've had talked to um, people my age, so I'm 55, but like in their early to mid 50s, whose parents, have moved in with them because the parent just doesn't have enough money in order to survive out here with the high cost of everything. The money that they're getting in Social Security doesn't cover rent, let alone the utilities, if there's a car payment. You know what I mean? Now, there are some folks out there that's on Social Security disability, which is less than that. Grateful that those individuals who actually worked for a company and they still had a pension, right? Grateful for that. And then with the prediction of Social Security, and I can't remember offhand, but not even being a thing that you can pull money from in the future, like what is it that you're going to do, right? So all of that, I think you have to not just think about today. There are so many things to think about. That's where I come in to ask the questions so that we can create that strategy that works for you, your situation, your financial goals, how you are trying to live your life, and where that life insurance fits in, so that we can again create the strategy for you and get the policies that you need for you, right? So, what's my favorite thing for today? You all already know that it's life insurance, right? It is definitely, definitely life insurance. And what is it that I want you to do? Same thing all month. Complete the life insurance calculator. Because I also know this is maybe between last month and this month, this might be the 10th time someone has seen a video and you still haven't done the life insurance calculator. Do the life insurance calculator to see how much coverage you should have, right? That link is in the description below. And then schedule that free consultation with me and let's discuss the options. That link is also below. Life insurance consultation. Find that link, schedule it. Then we're going to talk about all of the things. Got to ask you questions. We're going to talk about and deem what you need, what works for you. And again, it's going to be specific to you. We're going to create the strategy and then we're going to fill in the gaps in coverage and get you the policies that you need. If any of this information has been helpful, subscribe to the channel. When I say I give tons of information on financial education, I mean, go back. Yeah, these 2 months have been about life insurance. But go back and look at past episodes, from budgeting to credit to all of the things that I talk about. So many nuggets dropped. And I'm like, don't gatekeep on the information. You're going to get it all. So go back and look at those episodes. Look for the topics that speak to your soul of what you need. And go and look at those topics and learn a little bit. And then the biggest piece of it is then to apply what you learn. So yeah, if this information is helpful to you, subscribe to the channel. But also, I'm going to ask that you share this channel with the people that you know or the people on your social media. Why? Because you never know what somebody else is looking for, need, and been praying for. And this information might just be what they need. So don't be a gatekeeper to your own success. Do the work, but also don't be a gatekeeper to somebody else's success. Share this information. And as always, remember to give yourself some grace. What you didn't know, you didn't know. What you messed up before, you messed up before. What you didn't save before, you didn't save before. Give yourself some grace on that. But tomorrow, you can give yourself grace on the things that you didn't know when you learned it today, right? So always keep striving for your next level. Never, ever, ever give up on you and invest in you. I promise you, it is the best investment that you will ever make, and you will never, for 1 second, regret it. Thank you for joining me today. I am Crystal L. Gunn, your financial strategist and your life insurance agent. Have a remarkable rest of the day, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your time. Be sure to join me for the private online Q&A immediately following. The link is in the description. And if you haven't done so already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel and turn notifications on so you never miss this opportunity.